Hi everyone. Okay, we're going to make the poor man's meal. This is my updated version. You start with, you put one cup of water in your skillet or your pan on top of the stove with just a touch of salt, okay? And then you're going to wait until the water has completely evaporated. That's 10 minutes. Now, you're going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and mix your potatoes up with that. Keep your heat around 300. And just mix them up. Okay, so this is 2 cups of Baby Yukon potatoes cut up into quarters. And these are, and now you're going to use the same amount of peppers as you do potatoes. So this is 2 cups of chopped peppers. I'm going to mix those in. It's a really simple meal. And half a cup of onions. I just mix those in. Now I have 2 hot dogs, and I've cut them at an angle. It makes them appear to be larger bite sizes. So you put those in. You deceive your eyes when you cut things at an angle, and it's also much more attractive. And just mix it up. See how nice this is? Now, you can add a touch of salt to this, but your hot dogs have a great deal of salt in them, so I like to keep it low salt, you know. So if you do add any more salt, it's just a touch. You can add black pepper. You can add a little bit of parsley if you'd like. But basically, this is the meal. You're going to cook this for about 5 minutes. Now, if you want to add more olive oil, remember that that's an additional amount of calories. I have 1 tablespoon. Now, each tablespoon of olive oil is 120 calories. And it looks like there's plenty for this. This is 1 meal for a man. It's approximately 800 calories for this whole thing. It's huge. And women, if you want to cut down on your calories a couple of 100 calories, just omit a few potatoes or have 1 hot dog, and you will drop it down to 600 calories, which is about what a woman should have for a meal. Okay? So we're cooking this up. I'm going to cover it now a few minutes, and then we're ready to plate. So while we wait, I'll just tell you, your potatoes are approximately 300 calories. It's about 150 calories per cup of potatoes. And your peppers are maybe between 50 and 70 calories. And your hot dogs, these particular hot dogs are Hebrew National all beef, uncured, and they're 140 calories each. So if you use chicken or turkey hot dogs, you know, your calorie count will be a little bit less. With olive oil, it's 120 calories per tablespoon for basically any olive oil. But I like something like this. you want to get an extra virgin olive oil that's first cold pressed, and I don't know where it says it here, but this is cold pressed, and it's from Italy, so it's a really quality olive oil. And that's basically it, you know, so it's really a fairly low calorie meal, very filling. It's comfort food for anyone. And it's delicious. This particular meal was called the poor man's meal back in the era of the Depression. And American people, as far as I know, this originated in America, and they would make this meal for their families because they didn't have much food. Potatoes and peppers were, I believe peppers were abundant, but potatoes were. So they would make this meal and use hot dogs, you know, the cheapest thing they could find, and make a delicious meal for their family. Kids will love this. And you can add, I'm going to add just a touch of garlic powder to this, but you don't have to. You can add fresh garlic if you want, or whatever. We'll just put a little bit of garlic powder to that. I know my mom and my grandmother used to make this when I was a kid, and I like to make it once in a while for myself as well. It's really a nice, tasty meal. How delicious. Now again, if you want to add more olive oil, then the calories count will go up. But if you just use 1 tablespoon, you're good. You know. For men, you should have 2 tablespoons of a quality oil per day, and for women, you should have 1 tablespoon of quality oil per day. So if you keep this at 1, it's good. And I mean, that's your minimum. Your body needs oil on a daily basis, so to be completely fat-free is actually not healthy. You need to have a quality oil in your body once every day, okay? But of course you don't want to go too crazy with the fat because it's high in calories and it's not necessary. But at least when you're doing cooking with olive oil or avocado oil, those are the healthiest oils, and there's many benefits to them. This is basically done. That's how simple. Okay, we're going to plate this up. Look how delicious. You see? You can cook it a little bit longer if you'd like, but I'm plating this up now for you just so you see how much we have here. It's a huge meal. Potatoes are fully cooked. The hot dogs are done. I mean, it's just great. Kids love this. And whenever you're hungry, all you need is some potatoes and peppers. You should always keep potatoes and peppers in your refrigerator and onions, because you use them for so many different meals. And there you have it. Look at that. Huge meal. Absolutely delicious. Only 800 calories for that meal. Enjoy. Let me know how you love it. Have a good day.